You've heard this. Maybe you want to believe it, but a million counterexamples come to mind. Lies, injury, death. One need only point to a single destructive act to conclude that not everything is good. But then, what if I told you that destruction is actually what reveals all things good? I would argue it does. Just look at what damage is. A reduction of good. Since a thing can be damaged, that it can be reduced in goodness, doesn't that prove there's good in it? What we call bad are nothing but absences. Darkness is nothing but an absence of light. Death is nothing but an absence of life. Blindness is nothing but an absence of sight. Ignorance is nothing but an absence of knowledge. An entity deprived of all goodness would be totally without being. For example, take your phone. Currently it is good and can do many things, but if it were to be damaged, it would cease to exist as a phone. Still, the remaining object has good in it. It could be a theater prop, a personal memento, a source of parts, a doorstop, a paperweight, a projectile. If it were reduced to dust, these potentials would disappear, but some good would still remain. It could fill a sandbag, or be smelted, or otherwise reshaped. Even this could be removed through scattering. Good and bad are not equal opposites. Everything that exists is good, and what is evil only appears to exist as a reduction of that good. An evil act cannot be perceived without something good existing first. A lie can only be told so long as there was first trust to betray. If a lie breaks that trust, destroys it, neither truth nor lie can be further spoken, only meaningless words. Thus, even what we call evil, where an entity feeds asymmetrically off others, eventually diminishes itself due to that asymmetry. A bad habit destroys the doer it inhabits. A bad business destroys its reputation. A bad gene destroys its propagator. A useless road becomes colonized by plants. So why is it we see so much bad in the world, if bad is nothing but an absence? Well, to see bad is actually quite sophisticated. You have to take something that, despite all odds, has actually come into being and compare it with a better version in your mind's eye. Then what you see is the difference. That we so readily find the bad and forget to recognize the good, which is everything we see around us, speaks of our own natural goodness. We love so much the way things are and the way things could be. We are so familiar with loving that when anything threatens it, we cry out for the cessation of suffering, or for the aid of a hero, or for the strength to become a hero. And even when there's nothing wrong, we still take on the pain of imagining a better world. These actions we instinctually take in order to bring the world into existence. Truly, there is nothing better. A good behavior gets encouraged. A good plant gets cultivated. A useful road gets built up. A good person thrives. It's not naivety. Every tragedy should hurt. Every loss should be remembered. Still, the music of creation becomes slightly easier to hear once it's obvious how the bad, the evil, the decaying is that which is most ephemeral, and from far away it has always been the good that has endured on and on without end.